All right, so now we are, say we're in the middle of a transaction and you need to get an allocation of the purchase price for escrow. So what can happen is you can see that you're going to have a lot of documents here because every transaction takes multiple documents. So we know that it's easiest, fastest, and easiest for us to draft documents when we're going either from a purchase agreement or initially from the seller rep agreement, right? But once we have a buyer and we've entered the buyer's information, now most of our transaction documents, we want to do those from the purchase agreement. But let's say it's not showing up here on our dashboard because we've got a whole bunch of other things. So when you go into manage documents, there's a search, and if you just type in PUR for purchase agreements, it's going to show you the purchase agreement here. I'm not sure why it showing agency disclosure, but nonetheless. So we have a purchase agreement that shows up. So again, you want to click the arrow, go down, and let's say we wanted an allocation of purchase price. So we're just going to create that here. Now we have our information that gets merged in: Sam Sporting Goods, S Corp, all that, Sam Roberts, Sadie Roberts, Bob Baker, Barbara Baker. We've got all of this information coming in. So inventory, we know we were going to have 150,000. And other than that, what's the rest of the allocation look like? So you can also add additional lines if you need to. Let's say past goodwill, how many more lines do you want? Let's say you can have, you can have up to 4, but what do you need? So in most cases, I don't think you need much, but right here, so the allocation, the parties need to figure out the allocation. What I generally do with this is save it and email it to, or send it to them, a copy, and just say, look, when you guys agree on the allocation, then tell me what the numbers are. I'm going to fill it out for you and set it up for electronic signatures. And then that way they can get this to their accountants. You can see all of these are just, are blank. So they can forward this to their respective accountants and get the data that you need and get that back to you. Okay. So that is the allocation of the purchase price.